Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Zipping Live Weekly Wind Up. I'm Nathan Guerra, host of the Weekly Wind Up. If you're new to the Weekly Wind Up, this is a weekly series that we have where we talk about what's going on out on Zwift for the past week and the week to come. Sometimes looking a little forward as well to everything that is happening in the world of Zwift. Welcome to the program. For everything that we talk about, there is a link below, either on the Twitch channel, or the YouTube channel or the Facebook description. You can click along to each and every one of the things that you might find interest in to join in on Out on Zwift for this week, or to take a look back at anything that we are talking about. Let's get right into what is going on out on Zwift. So last week, there was an announcement. Haute is partnering with Zwift to bring their own 3-day tour to Watopia. It is going to be the Hot Route of Watopia, it looks like. Stage 1 is going to be out on the Three Sisters. 48 kilometers is the route that includes Watopia KOM, Epic KOM, volcano climbs, and they're going to be delivering 890 meters of climbing on that first stage. Now, before I get into the rest of the stages, something pretty cool about this that is also happening is there is an exclusive in-game kit specifically with Haute Route. So if you want to unlock that kit, you can do so by signing up and completing the 3 stages. This is going to be pretty epic, actually, as far as the whole event goes. Really, the cool thing that I think that there is about this as well is that in real life, Haute Route features challenging 3- and 7-day events in some of the world's most iconic cycling destinations, and how it delivers beyond the event itself by providing support to help the riders to reach new heights. So with Haute Route Watopia, it's not going to be any different. Prior to the event, all those who register will receive a true Haute Route experience by receiving a rider's handbook and a complete training program to help them perform at the peak for the event. So you're going to get a training program leading up to this as well, which is pretty cool. Although entrants obviously will unlock this kit that you guys can see here. It's only going to be available to participants, and it's designed by Lacole. Let's see what else is happening here. Oh, also, during the event, there's going to be a general classification that's going to allow entrants to track the performance across all of these stages. So pretty amazing. There is a link below to the details about what is happening with the Zwift Hot Route. I'm going to get a couple more, little bit information here as well on this specifically, but pretty amazing. Go ahead and check that out. Click the links down below, and you'll be able to sign up for that now. Let's take a quick look at the stages as well. As you can see, Three Sisters. It's going to be a lot of climbing, 47.8 kilometers in total for the Three Sisters. You are going to hit for that. You can see the little bump up front. That's going to be Watopia Climb. Then you're going all the way to the top of the radio tower, as well as the volcano. So that is stage 1. Stage number 2 is going to be 25.1 kilometers with Tour and Fire and Ice. A little bit of a warm-up out on the lower lands of Watopia, and then heading on over toward the jungle, but then hitting that Alpe de Zwift. So a whole lot of climbing on that day, 25 kilometers, but probably look forward to well over an hour of riding on stage number 2. And then stage number 3 is going to be what was originally the longest course out on Watopia, the Pretzel, and that is going to be 72.2 kilometers. The main 2 climbs out there obviously being the Pretzel forward up to the top of the radio tower, and then the reverse the Epic KOM to the top of the radio tower, and as well as that done reverse. And then you will also do all of the original Watopia prior to the volcano expansion. So everything that was available prior to the volcano expansion or Fuego Flats, you're doing all that both ways. So plenty to do there in stage number 3. So a whole lot going down with the hot rod of Watopia. That's going to be coming at you in just a couple of weeks here. We're looking forward to the first week of April for that. Then also, little bit of a teaser here. Not a whole lot of details, but I just got this across the desk here. Tour Watopia is coming back for 2020. The events are going to be starting March 9th, and pre-registration going to be opening up this week. Be on the lookout for that. That's about all we got for that, but be on the lookout. Tour Watopia. Events are starting March 9th. Pre-registration going to be opening up this week. Look out for more coming from Zwift specifically on that. Then let's move on over toward esports. Something kind of crazy came across all the social media channels with a lot of announcements coming from specifically indoor specialists and a couple of others. Zwift Insider did an article on this a few weeks back as well. Missouri Indoor Racing Series had an esports state championship, which was the first of its kind in esports state champion U.S. side. So over the last couple of months, they were throwing down and they had a live final, and none other than indoor specialist showed up at that event and took down the championship with Matt Brandt from Indoor Specialist, well-known live streamer as well as esports competitor out on Zwift, was able to win that first U.S. championship. So shout out to them. Indoor Specialists are also kind of on a rampage lately when it comes to the side of esports, picking up Dan Fleeman, director of Dig Deep Coaching, has moved over. It looks like Dig Deep Coaching may be spreading out a little bit over to some of the esports teams. This guy, obviously, as you can see all the Palmares next to him there, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. We've seen him time and time again. We saw him in the Fusion Esports as well as Callus Cup. We've seen him in the 3R. Absolutely dominating, taking podiums, usually one of the most aggressive riders. That's a huge pickup for indoor specialists, and that announcement just came out yesterday, I believe it was. So be on the watch out for IS to definitely be looking to dominate some of their series. They do have some great series as well that they run, as well as Callus Cup, but I would think in some of the 3R stuff. Speaking of 3R, we're going to be having, let's jump right into what the broadcasts are going to be for the rest of the week. We've got the Super Critical Series. We just put the live stream up for that for later today. So make sure to follow and hit the notification buttons on that. It will be on the Duchy Estate for 10 laps today over in Yorkshire. You can check out all of the league standings down below in the links. Also, going down on Thursday, we've got Callus Cup, round number 5. Now, last week we did have some technical difficulties for Callus Cup, round number 4, but thanks to none other than the Poison Dart Frog himself, Leandro Messinillo, we were able to at least catch a highlight of what the finish was. Sam Brandland was able to take it down. We were talking a little bit before the race, actually, that we thought that this course was going to cause Canyon ZCC a little bit of a struggle. Canyon ZCC have been absolutely dominating the Callus Cup. This has been the esports event of the week each and every week. James Phillips won the first 3 in an all-and-out sprint. Pretty dominating fashion. This time around, looks like a 3rd place for none other than the man himself, James Phillips, because we saw Brandland throw down this very late attack up over the top of Governor Street, climbing, able to take that down. Now, another one to be watching out for, Gavin's Dempster is currently sitting in 4th place overall from Team Draft. He was able to hang on up against the likes of Brandland, you know, who is one of the strongest riders that we know of out on Zwift. So Dempster seems to be coming on form. Watch out for Team Draft, perhaps, to be trying to bring up some of those points. He's currently 64 points, quite a ways behind James Phillips, but maybe able to overtake Team Callus as well as SZ there for that top podium spots in the series. So if you want to follow up with the Callus Cup, these are the next races. We are halfway through, and it'll be 6 train. The live stream is also linked below in the YouTube as well as Facebook and Twitch channel. So we will be live streaming that on Thursday for 7 laps of the 6 train out on New York. So make sure to head on over to those links in order to follow up with the live stream. Also going on for the broadcast this week, The boys from Koa are going to be back, giving us their Warrior Race on Thursday night, my time, Friday morning, their time, down in Australia, bringing a lot of that down under flavor. It's been absolutely awesome to have them on, and they've been really stepping up the productions. Make sure to go and check out everything that they're doing. They'll be scheduling that up most likely probably in the next 24 hours or so, so make sure to follow along and hit those notification bells on that as well. Now, for a little bit of something different in the world of racing and esports, we definitely want to broaden out a little bit our coverage, as well as what we're letting you know that's going on out there in the world of racing and esports. And if you didn't know, there's actually this amazing time trial series that's been going on with the World Tactical Racing League. This Thursday, February 27th, you can join up with them for a team time trial. It's pretty cool that the way they've organized this, and they've had to manipulate things just a little bit. I'm going to give you an idea of how this works with the World Tactical Racing League. They put a lot of work into this, actually. If you head on over to their website, WTRL.racing.com, you can see, and that's linked below as well, you can see how much that they've put into this, how much thought they've put into this, and it's a really great resource. You visit there and you can see that there's been a lot of work that's gone into this website. But the way that they do it is they actually have kind of a almost lamb chop-like situation, but they're not chasing each other in order to get the first across the line, but they are trying to get the best time that they possibly can, working together in each of the teams. So you can, as you can see here, you can find this graphic over at their website, but they have four different categories for the men, one category for the women, all that can join different pens: espresso, frappe, latte, and mocha, obviously going along with the A, B, C, and D categories all together there. And you got to follow along a little bit. It takes a little bit more, not just join and jump in. It takes a little bit more finessing of figuring out how your team is going to join where, when, and how. But once you get that down, you essentially have this situation where these team time trials are going on, being tracked. It's absolutely pretty amazing. As you can see here, here's one of the results pages that was recently sent, and it's working out. They've got times next to me here, all up against each other for each one of the teams. 4 to 8 riders, I think it was, that they're all up against each other. So make sure to check out WTRL. They're doing a great job. I think we're going to see if we can jump them into some of the broadcast coverage. We are looking to expand out to 6 races to be covered a week, and they're on the radar for sure for some of the broadcasts that we're going to be doing here on Zwift Community Live as far as the racing goes. There's more to come, not just racing, that we definitely have in the plans on the way. But then one other thing that is in partnership with TFC as well as the WTRL. Now, just so you guys know, Team TFC, one of the longest standing racing series out there. They started out as a C and D category focus. Big shout out to them. They've been around since early days, beta days. You know, this little avatar guy is a Zach Rogers avatar in my mind. I mean, this is old school, coming back and putting on some great stuff here. They've got this new pilot event that just went down yesterday. Well, still today for me, but yesterday for those of you over in Europe. And it is this new series is called Mad Monday Racing Series with the Team TFC and the WTRL. If you're looking for something on Mondays, this is something definitely to jump into. The event will both have an individual NGC league and team scored league across both EU and US time zones. Obviously, you can check all the scoring details out over on WTRL.racing. So that's going to be it. Weekly windup. It's just a quick little what's going on out on Zwift. Now, if you want to get your info and your community event or what's going on, charity events. Obviously, last week we highlighted the charity event that Team Triumph did. They, I believe, raised over $20,000. We supported that big time. Gave some shout outs here. You know, if you want to get any info out there into the community, this is one of the places to do it. Make sure to contact us over at Zwift Community Live. We'll definitely have it on our radar. And anything of note, accomplishments, what you're up to try and hit some sort of new records or challenges or race series, you know, bring all that our way, and we'll definitely highlight it here on the weekly lineup. But that's going to be it for us here. I'm Nathan Guerra. Make sure to check us out later today The Tuesday race for today is going to be the 3R Critical Series. We'll be out there live. I think I'll be solo casting that. And as always, everybody, we'll see you out there for all this stuff out on Zwift. Keep on going out there and ride on.